What's good, everybody? It's Jonah. Come back at another video. So this video, I wanted to explain to you guys the true power of obsession, because obsession and obsessing over your goals, your dreams, and aspirations is what's going to propel you forward. Now, I'm actually recording this video right now as we speak. It's 1 in the morning. It's 1 in the morning of a Friday night going into a Saturday, and I just got back home from basically I was at a club, and I went to a club because it was one of my family members' partner's birthday, right? And it's funny because while I was there, of course, everyone's having a good time, everyone's drinking, right? We're socializing, everything's great. And of course, because of the birthday celebration, right, the whole group decided to get bottle service, and everyone's drinking, whatever. And the entire time when I was there, I had absolutely no interest drinking. None whatsoever. And the reason for it is because I cared more about doing this, of recording this video, of recording these videos, than I did over my desire to drink. Because it'll be cool drinking, having fun, having a good time, right? Enjoying the night, like everything's great. But usually, if I'm drinking and participating with everything and everyone, it'll typically also eliminate the next day for me. And I just feel as though I've gained so much traction and momentum because I've built this habit of showing up each and every day recording these videos, that I look forward to doing this, that this is my true passion. This is my calling, because I see the difference that these videos are making in the lives of people all around the world. And so I can't pass up the opportunity to mess up on that, right? Now I understand, right? You want to go out and celebrate the milestones and live life and do all those great things, cool. But there's something truly special about people who make their minds up about what is it they want and go after it. There's truly something special about the people who decide to obsess about things. And whether you want to believe this or not, because it is true, right? Society, we reward that, right? We remember the all-time great athletes because those were the people who were obsessed about their given sport. These are the people that showed up each and every day to work towards their craft, because they understood the bigger picture, that they were building something great. And that same obsession is burning within me, because I just knew that if I were to participate and drink and do all that stuff with everyone, I knew that it could have potentially taken away the next day for me. And usually, right now it's 1 in the morning. Usually I record my videos in the morning, but I couldn't wait until the morning. I needed to go home. In a second I got home, I grabbed my camera and hit record, because I want to show you guys firsthand the power of obsession and how obsession can take you far in life. For me, I enjoy doing this so much because I feel as though I'm actually living out my life purpose. I feel as though I'm doing something that is truly making a difference, where I feel like I'm able to leave my fingerprint in the world. And it's almost like all of my life experiences that happen, these are all different lessons that when they happen, I immediately grab my phone and I go on the notes app and I write down what it is. I write down any sort of ideas that come to mind, because I know that these are ideas that I'm going to be able to come here to these videos and share with you guys, right? Obsession is, you have to start off, to be obsessed, you have to think about that thing all the time. It has to be front of mind, front of center. You have to develop the habit of doing that thing over and over and over, because once you develop the habit, and usually it takes about 21 days or so of doing that same thing, whatever it is, over and over to build that habit. Once you've developed that habit, that now becomes part of your behavior. That now becomes part of your daily life. And then it goes to a point where at first when you're starting something new, it goes to a point where doing that thing feels weird, right? Because you have to remember to do it, you have to think about doing it. And then you do it long enough, over 3 weeks, over a month, etc. It gets to the point where it begins to feel weird if you don't do that thing, right? If we use going to the gym as an example, right? If you're beginning your fitness journey, it's going to feel weird going for the first time, because you might be a beginner, you might feel out of place. It's all going to feel new. And then if you decide to show up each and every day over and over and over, then eventually it is going to be automatic. You are going to come home from school or from work, and you are just going to switch into your gym gear and just head out. No questions asked, no hesitation. You're not even going to care about what the weather looks like. You are just going to go because you are wired to do that, because now that is part of your identity. And this is now part of my identity. It's like sometimes if I go somewhere and I'm somewhere for like a little too long, right? My mind just returns back to me wanting to do these videos, right? Or if I go out and, have a social gathering with friends and like, we hang out for a while, everything's cool, my mind eventually goes back to these videos. And that's how I know that I've grown. That's how I know that I've changed for the better, because this is what's important to me. This is what I'm passionate about. And this is something that I can put effort into all the time, 24/7. And this is not something that costs me anything, right? This is something that I can turn on the camera and share my thoughts and have it be something of value that can help you get better, that can help propel you forward. I'm recording this video because I want to show you what obsession looks like and the power of it, how that alone can truly take you far in life, because it's you effectively stacking days, is you showing up each and every day, whether you feel like it or not, and making it happen, because you fell in love with the big picture. You know where it is that you want to be. You know where it is where you're going, and you going through the motions, you putting in the effort, is you having trust and belief that it's working out. It's you effectively creating that reality. And it's funny because the entire time I was sitting at the club, and I'm just looking around at the club, and it's like, see, it's just so crazy to me, because I've learned so much that I'm almost at the point where to some degree I'm a bit misunderstood, because I now see everything differently. I no longer see the world the same way how I used to. I'm sitting in that club, and the entire time I'm looking at everything, right? From the lights, from all the seats, from all the chairs, from all the clothes that everyone's wearing, from the bar counter, from all, the alcohol bottles and everything, the DJ stand, and I'm looking at everything and I'm just like, wow. All of these things, all of these objects, all these material things, these were all ideas from other people. This club, which it was a new club that opened up in my neighborhood, I'm sitting in this club and I'm looking around and I'm appreciating the ambiance, where everything looks amazing. It looks like a fun location. And the entire time I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, this was someone's idea to design this club exactly how it is. It's someone's idea to create this. And then I'm also thinking to myself, wow, it will be so much fun to have something like this for myself, to create something like this for other people. And that is how I know that I've changed, because like my perspective is completely different. Previously, back then, I would just be completely oblivious and just, nothing wrong with enjoying your life and enjoying the moment, right? And I would just be having fun, cool. But it's like now I see the world from a completely different lens. I see the world from the lens and the perspective of creating, because creating is the basis of the entire universe. Everything, with the exception of nature, was created by other people. And so I can't unsee it. And if there's certain things that amaze me or that excite me that I think are amazing, I can't help but to think like, wow, that would be amazing if I was able to create something like that, or if I own this, right? It's almost like me tapping into my true essence as a creator. Now I'm just thinking of like, right? Like I feel like a kid again. I feel like a kid in a candy shop where everything is at my disposal, right? And all I need to do is just to continue creating, continue get in the habit of doing that, right? When you obsess over something, it has to be something you're passionate about. It has to be something that you love doing, something that you want to do. And it has to be, you have to be operating from the perspective and from the point of being a creator, because then that is when you're at your happiest state, because you are bringing out everything that exists inside of you to the surface. That is what you're doing. That is the power of creation, right? Because you're taking your ideas, your mindset, your imagination, your thoughts, all the love and everything that you have inside of you, and you're bringing that out to the surface. And I'm seeing everything as creation, right? And so when I'm sitting there, I'm thinking the entire time, wow, I want to create. I want to continue creating. There's so much more for me to create. There's so much more for me to go after. There's so much more for me to do. There's so much work to be done. And so that obsession is what brought me to want to come home and record this video with you guys, right? Because that is obsession. It's me obsessing over this. It's me obsessing over growth. It's me obsessing over becoming great. It's me obsessing over everything that I've learned, that it helped shape my world into what it is now, that it completely changed my spirit. Like I can't see the world the same way. And this is what I mean when I say that it's important for you to invest in yourself so that you can begin to see the world differently. And then once you see the world differently, you're going to think about the world differently, which means you're going to act differently. You're going to take action differently than you used to take previously. And that is how your world is going to change. But what you need to remember as well is, of course, obsession. Obsessing is thinking about something over and over and over and doing that thing and then thinking about it and then doing that thing and thinking about it. And some people can say obsessing is a bad thing. Obviously, you can obsess over the wrong things, right? Like that power of obsession can be used for negative things, right? However, if people are capable of having obsession over negative things, then people can also take that same power of obsession and put it towards positive things. Like you can obsess over living a healthy lifestyle. Like you can obsess over striving to be great. You can obsess over gaining, not like acquiring knowledge. You can obsess over anything. You can obsess over helping other people. Obsession, it's a very strong power, and you want to make sure you're putting it towards the things that you're passionate about, towards the things that you truly care about, because there's likely going to be bumps along the road. There's likely going to be challenges in life. However, if you have that obsession, you are not going to worry about the challenges or the obstacles. You are going to look past that because your mind is already made up that you've won. And so you just have to go through the motions in order to get there. And you got to show up each and every day and show up with the right attitude. So I shared this video, right? Personal story, of course, this just happened of me going to the club to celebrate, a birthday. But even then, it's like the entire time I was fixated on this. My mind was on this because I couldn't wait to record this video. I couldn't wait to share with you guys what obsession can do for you. And it's a matter of you finding out your gifts, finding out your talents and what you're good at, and being able to share that with the world, being able to help other people and guide people along the right path. And if you do that, if you serve enough people, if you help enough people, then you will ultimately end up living a magical life, because the more you give, the more you help other people, the more you will receive in return, right? That is the law of attraction. The energy that you put out is the energy that you receive in return. So everything's going to work itself out. Everything's going to take care of itself as long as you have the focus be to serve other people. And you need to remember, in society rewards the superstars. Society rewards the people who are the best at what they do. So if you're not striving to be the best at what you do, you might as well not even try. You might as well just hang it up, right? It's only the people that truly obsess about the things that they want. These are the people that end up taking it as far as possible, or these are the people that end up doing the things that other people claim to be impossible, right? It doesn't matter where your life journey began. It doesn't matter if this was a starting point and you started all the way back here. It doesn't matter, because if you obsess and become great, then guess what? Your greatness is going to be able to overcome everything. And then when you win in life, you'll have a story worth living. You'll have a life story worth sharing, and you would have lived a life worth living, right? I no longer care about where I started in my life journey, because that's irrelevant, because I know I have more than enough, and I know I have everything that is going to take to get to where it is that I'm going, to wherever it is that I want to be at, because I've already created that picture in my mind. So it doesn't matter. And then other people are going to see that I got it out the mud. Other people are able to refer back to these videos, see that I'm in my bedroom recording these videos with a regular t-shirt on, and then they'll be able to see, wow, that was a hell of a journey that Joel been on, right? To show you how far obsession can take you, to show you that it can take you farther than beyond your wildest dreams and imagination, right? Just finding that one thing you love and enjoy and saying that you're going to be the best. You can be obsessed about having things clean, that seeing things dirty, seeing, right? Like if that bothers you and you're obsessed about cleaning, perfect, because people need things clean, right? There's office buildings, there's schools, there's roads, there's people's homes. All of these things need to be clean. And if you are obsessed about cleaning, then guess what? You can end up creating the greatest cleaning conglomerate of all time, creating all of the best cleaning products, to providing all the best cleaning services to all the businesses around the world, right? You can end up, obviously there's like businesses that go around and pick up trash from the neighborhood, right? You can end up having the best business service with that, right? You can end up creating the greatest cleaning company, and that end up being $1 billion company, all because you had an obsession about cleaning and having everything be clean. The greatest athletes in the world obsessed over their sport, and they try to find anything, try to get 1% better, any way that they can get better or find an advantage. These are the people that did it, and so these are the people that became champion and are the all-time greats because they were obsessed. We need people who are obsessed about the right things, because obsession is what's going to bring out the best out of everybody. So hopefully this video was able to highlight the power of obsession, that obsession can truly take you far in life, and obsession can give you everything that you could ever want and everything you could ever ask for. Obsession will allow you to blast through every single obstacle that will ever get in front of you. Obstacle, you won't even care about your obstacles, because you know what you got to do. You know what's at stake, and you're going to go out there and make it happen by any means necessary. And with your obsession, it means that you are going to put away everything else that's not important, because you're going to dedicate time to make whatever it is important happen. And that, my friends, is how you end up winning in life. So that rest of the video. Enjoy the video. To leave a like and subscribe as we're on the road to 1 million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Sherelle, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.